is it in this one small life that makes it all worthwhile? It's the small things, the big things, the humor, the profundity that I notice. Go root around, dig around, mess around, figure it out. It's poking around.
Hi, everybody.
Can we tell you a secret?
Yeah, please tell them.
This is the third episode in a row that we've recorded, which we've never done. So one time before we did 2.
Guys, we recorded an episode at 3, then we recorded an episode at 4, and now it is 5, and we were recording another episode.
You can
no
imagine
breaks.
how...
Club, another club,
No sleep.
No sleep.
Also, I got into New York at 3 a.m.
Yes.
Basically 12 hours ago.
Yeah.
You can imagine how strong we are. We're the strongest girls in the world.
I know.
Do you ever think about, though, how people have, like, jobs?
All the time.
Not that we... Can I just say real quick?
We do.
We work
like,
so
constantly.
hard.
Well, it's just sort of
But
like...
it's different. It's different.
And I do feel, like, lucky. Like, we definitely have a better deal. But I will say, when you do, like, a lot of freelancers, artists and stuff who are listening will know... If you want a day off, you have to really carve it out for yourself.
You have to completely block it. Like, every time I'm like, I'm taking a day off, I'm like, what a perfect day for me to catch up on all of this random tiny
stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not random tiny house shit. Like, random, like, I have to edit the podcast.
Right. I need to write 30 poems.
Right. Like, full ass my job.
Yeah, full ass my job.
I'm
it's
just
a day
not going
off.
busking.
Yeah. I don't have to leave my house.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyways, yeah. So basically, like, we'll just start like that.
Yeah, but we're going to get through this really strong. I'm just going to say that so that we believe it.
Yeah.
And we're not going to flag.
No. What's that mean, to flag?
Like, you start, like, flagging. It's kind of like you're running out of steam a little bit.
No, I am full of steam.
I'm full of steam.
I am full of steam.
Before we started, we had 1 batch of nachos, 1 espresso martini, 1 porn star martini.
Our favorite.
Our favorites. So, yeah, once again, sponsored by that experience at the bar across the street from our studio. Okay. We are a podcast.
We do poetry. We do comedy. We're professional poets.
And amateur comedians.
This is a 3-tiered podcast.
Yeah.
Like a 3-tiered cake.
If you ever think these girls, their poems are kind of better than their jokes.
Well,
honey,
that would make sense.
That's by design.
We want it like that.
I actually think that we're pretty funny together.
Yeah.
We hope you agree if you're listening to this.
It's so interesting. There's a real difference between being funny and writing jokes.
Yeah.
I've always felt I was funny.
I've always known.
But I've never... It's a real skill that you teach yourself and you practice to, like, write a joke.
We're doing that as informally as possible.
Yeah, we don't work that hard at that part.
No.
We're like, here's this random ass crapping idea I had. And sometimes it really does.
Sometimes it lands.
Yeah.
Sometimes it flops.
Sometimes we're like, so anyway, awkward, moving on. So it was awkward.
Especially when we have a guest. And when you have a guest and the joke doesn't land, it's like, let's just stop. Let's stop here. Just go home.
We need to have more guests.
We're gonna. Okay.
So let's start.
We do poems, jokes, poems. It's a poem joke sandwich. You get it. You've been here. We've been here. Poem time.
We're like, we're not gonna lose steam. We're like, blah blah blah. You get it, okay? Moving on. Next part.
Okay. So I have the poem today, and he signed this. This is from Joshua Turek is, you may know him from the internet as a comedian. He's a touring comedian, but he also has 3 or 4 books of poems.
He's very evenly split.
Yeah.
Comedian poet.
Yeah.
Like, he's perfect for us.
He would be an amazing guest. Joshua, if you're ever in New York, hit us definitely the hell up. Yeah.
He also just is, like, very smart and says the best stuff.
And a new father.
Congratulations.
But I didn't, I bought his new book and then he sent me all of his books.
Yeah,
which
me
was really
too.
Sweet. But I just grabbed one on the way out the door because I knew I wanted to do one of his poems soon. And I didn't grab his newest one, which I think is full of like fatherhood poems, which I would love to. We'll do another one of those soon. But this is actually the collection that we did a poem of his many, many episodes ago. 8 Stare. Remember? Yeah.
We talked a lot about boyhood in this episode. I love that episode.
I think it's called Boyhood.
Yeah. The podcast.
I think that's the episode where we got really high and the sound is really bad. But I think we have a great discussion about the poem.
We haven't gotten high for one of these in a while.
No. Let's do it. I just got a bunch of Skittles in Colorado.
Skittle alert.
That's Colorado has these amazing, if you're ever in Colorado and you want to go to a dispensary, there is a product called Joy Bombs.
They're the best.
They're edibles that are basically like Skittles.
They're in a few other states as well.
Really small dosage, but like pack a really good punch. Easy to travel with and consume. Anyway.
And they're in a few other states as well.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't know about those.
We don't know about that.
Nothing
we just
to us.
know about Colorado, basically. But they don't have them in New York, so I always stock up when I go home. Okay, so this is from Joshua Turek's book Of Dumb Importance. I think this is his second book. And I feel like this poem is so perfect for us. I stumbled upon this in this book.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's in conversation with a lot of stuff that we talk about.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. This poem is called Oracle. Anyone who says America doesn't have any third spaces has never picnicked in the parking lot of a Sprouts. This cement is a field and the cars are bumblebees competing for parking spots to pollinate. You are only looking for something else. That's why this appears wrong. The absent sense of the natural world is being replicated by new Frankenstein ecosystems, but everything is natural, including the monsters humans have made. Chain stores are the new hills of layered sediment atop buffalo bones. This is Earth too. It is a manufactured combination of soils. Nature mixed up an experiment. Not every experiment has to yield the right results. Like this picnic, sometimes we learn more from our mistakes, and sometimes we don't leave the parade before it's too late. Night descends on us, and the stars are still bright enough above the streetlight city to find our way.
This is perfect for us.
Isn't that so perfect for us? I can't even believe it.
Oh my God, that's perfect for us. Yeah. I mean, the concept we love to talk about, everything is natural.
Everything is natural.
Which someone commented on our TikTok about that. And they're basically
they
like, you're stupid and wrong.
They're like, reopen the schools.
Yeah.
No, that was on the one. People are so mean to us on TikTok. But that was the one where I was like, magic is real. Like, if you look at metaphysics, like it's legit magic. And they were like, reopen the schools. I was like, you don't even get about what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about science.
Well, there's another one where we were talking about this concept and they said something rude, of course.
Of course. But it's like this part of the poem, like of chain stores are the new hills of layered sediment atop buffalo bones. Like, this is Earth too. Yeah. A manufactured combination of soils. Like plastic is made of materials from the earth. Everything is made of material. Everything is.
I love this. Read the Frankenstein.
Oh yeah. The absent sense of the natural world is being replicated by new Frankenstein ecosystems.
Yes.
But everything is natural, including the monsters humans have made.
Yes.
Including the Sprouts parking lot, including the cars, including the Sprouts itself. Like,
it is all the earth, and that's actually a really hard thing to accept.
Yes.
You want to think it's like invasive.
Yeah.
But it's not.
But then how
we're not invasive species to the earth, and
right, the fact that we view our own creations as invasive, I think, is a huge part of our
it's a sickness.
Psychological problem, because it means ultimately that we see our own selves as invasive, as separate from everything around us, which legit, we are. But maybe if we didn't see ourselves that way, we would behave better.
It makes me think that, or it makes me wonder how how much of a larger picture do we not understand? Like, we think we are so right in being like, we are a virus to this earth. We are killing the planet. We make these mistakes. He talks a lot about mistakes in that. But there's this like way larger picture going on. You know, who knows if there's like a god, if there's like aliens, if there's like, if this is all a matrix. Like, there's so much we don't understand.
Yeah.
That it's like, we think we're like, we are right because blah, blah, blah. And like, of course, we see death and destruction because of our creations. But it's like, maybe this is all part of like a larger thing that we are not privy to at all. And actually, we are like incredibly ignorant. And we think we're so righteous, but we're like extremely ignorant to like a larger scale thing going on, because this is all natural. We like came... We are of the earth.
Yeah.
And everything we do is of the earth.
Yeah.
Maybe this is what earth is.
This is what earth is now.
Yeah.
Like, the field is the Sprouts parking lot.
Yeah.
And I love this, like, the perspective shift of, like, anyone who says America doesn't have third spaces. It's kind of like, you can make a third space out of basically
you can make
anything.
a third space.
If you have ever been a teenager in a suburban environment,
you have been,
you know
you know about parking lots.
You know about how you can make a third space out of anywhere. Yeah. Like, the way that we were like hanging out
in cars and parking lots, in the grocery store, at Tokyo Joe's, in like the side of the damn road, like walking around at Tokyo Joe's. At the yogurt shops, the frozen yogurt shops.
Did you know that frozen yogurt is back?
I had frozen yogurt the other day.
I did a gig last month for a viral frozen yogurt company in New York.
God, is all I'll say. I love frozen yogurt.
It's called Mimi's. They have a location in Greenwich Village and one in, I can't even fucking remember now, somewhere in downtown Manhattan. Yep. And they hired me on a Sunday to write poems for people while they were standing in line, because they have like about 100 people in line at a time, like, to get frozen yogurt.
I just want to say, like, I love frozen yogurt and I think it's better than ice cream.
Okay, I'm going to push back against that.
Okay. Like, oh my God, like, she looks so serious at me.
Here's what I think. Because frozen yogurt had a big boom in like the 90s, right? Then it had another big boom in like the 2010s.
When we were in high school.
Yeah. And now it's having another big boom.
Right.
It's, I think, intrinsically related, the booms of it, to diet culture, a celebration of thinness.
I could so see that.
Because I think that there's a idea, like, I remember this when I was in high school.
Yeah.
And was like obsessed with being skinny.
Right.
You know, I would not eat ice cream, but I would eat frozen yogurt because I had a perception that it was like healthier, because that's how it's billed to us, right? But like, is it really? Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, who the fuck cares? But I do think that, like, I'm not surprised to see like a rise in the popularity again of frozen yogurt, coinciding with like GLP-1s and with celebrities being like so thin. Like, the last time we saw that was in the 2010s, and then before that in the 90s.
Well, crap, because I actually really do.
Well, crap.
Like, I've never even. I just do like it better.
You can still enjoy frozen yogurt, and I like the experience of pouring it yourself and putting on all your own toppings. Like, it is very fun.
Yeah,
it's cute. It's fun.
Good for teens.
It's great for teens
because they can't go to bars.
Talk about a third space.
I know, just because I just love the taste of. I don't get any of the flavors. I get tart.
Regular, yes. With like fruit.
Fruit.
Oh,
I get
it is so
fruit, granola, and then at Pinkberry.
Oh, Pinkberry.
They have this like milk chocolate crunch sauce. It basically tastes like Crunch a Bunch all melted.
Uh-huh.
So I get that. So that, strawberries, granola on a tart.
Wow. That sounds amazing.
It's so good.
I'll say this was one of those gigs that I did where I was like, I've never been busier. Like, I could not like write poems for people fast enough, like waiting in line for frozen yogurt.
Did you never even get a yogurt?
They actually gave me, I got 2 yogurts. I got a yogurt, like, when I first got there, they were like, get whatever you want. Yeah. And then they like made me like a big yogurt because they were like doing social media stuff. Like, I'm like typing the poems and there's like yogurt on the table.
And you're like, it's melting.
It was like 100 degrees outside. It was insane. Yeah. I had a lot of frozen
Well,
yogurt.
anyways, fuck diet culture and eat ice cream if you like it better.
Yeah. But froyo is okay. I'm kind of just like on a cultural level. I'm
sure
surprised.
that's true. Yeah.
Do you want to look at the poem?
I do.
I want to look up the I'm interested in the title being Oracle.
Right, yeah.
Which obviously like I vaguely know the definition of, but I just want to look up the definition so that we have something firm to hold on to. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay. An oracle is a person, medium, or entity believed to communicate with the divine to reveal prophecies or provide unerring wisdom. So this is interesting. Like, I almost feel like he's like calling his own self like an oracle in this, or just like, this is like oracle. This is the kind of information that would come from an oracle of just being like, y'all have to like change your perspectives and see like the parking lot as a third space. You have to be willing to picnic in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You have to be able to see the cars as bumblebees. They're pollinating the parking spots. I love that image.
Well, it's like exactly nail on the head. You're only looking for something else. That's why this appears wrong.
Yeah.
You're looking for fields. You're looking for trees. You're looking for different parts of the earth.
Yeah.
This is also part of the earth.
Which I'll just say, we need the fields and the trees.
Of course. And this is not to say that we think that sprouts.
I don't think it's good what we've done.
No, we don't think it's good what we've done at all. But it is true that we did it, so it's not. It was naturally occurring.
Like the parking lot's not going away, so how can we accept it?
I want to talk about the end.
Yeah.
Night descends on us and the stars are still bright enough above the streetlight city to find our way. No matter what, there's the sky.
Yeah.
Like there are things that
you can't really fuck with space.
No.
Thank God.
Well, they're trying. But there are things...
like not in like a big, like even if we like left and went into space,
Yeah.
like space is so big. The stars are so much
Yeah.
bigger than we are that like we can't really touch it, you know?
But I love this concept that's like there is always stuff that was here before we were here that can guide our way home.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, I think he says, right, like guide our way home at the end to find our way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like we found our way into all these right angles. And maybe if we look up at the sky, we could find our way out of it as well.
Yeah.
It's like a hopeful ending.
It is, yeah. And I think there is hope, too, to be said about, like, just the reframing of something like a parking lot or even, like, of a street lamp. Like,
I love street lamps.
Yeah. It's like we, like, made our own stars when we made those, like, for our own selves. And, like, it doesn't have to be, like, what we've made does not have to inherently be destructive. Like, we have done things so far in a pretty destructive way, in a pretty extractive way. But, like, we don't have to keep doing that. And also, like, it is a choice in a way to be like, okay, well, this destruction's been done. I can either see it as destruction or I can try to see it from, like, a different angle.
Yeah.
And there's, like, so much possibility in that.
And it's, I mean, we talk all the time about, like, your perception is, like, what shapes your world. And so it's, like, either way, there is the parking lot.
Yeah.
That is just true.
It is so depressing, though, to be like, you know, like America being like one of the richest countries in the world. And we're like, well, I guess we'll just have to like accept that the parking lot is our third space. Like if you just change your perspective, then actually it's really beautiful here. Look at this parking lot. The cars are kind of like bumblebees if you just look at them a little bit differently.
I also was, you know what this is making me think of too, is like, I feel like we are all like you know how some people are way more comfortable in a city and some people are way more comfortable in like urban environments.
Yeah.
And it makes me think that like some people are like closer to like evolutionarily like the past.
Yeah.
Like when we lived in the natural world and they're like drawn to that. Or maybe they're ahead and they're like redrawn to it.
Yeah.
And then some people have really like acclimated probably generationally to right angles and the city life and the world and the world that we shape. And it's like some people are really comfortable having a picnic in a parking lot. They're like, this is fun. This is whatever. Like, I don't need trees and fields.
Mm-hmm.
Some people, like, I'm thinking about Patrick, like he gets viscerally upset around all of the, like, not being in nature.
Yeah.
Like it feels like deeply like wrong. Like there's something askew, like evolutionarily.
Well, it makes me think of, I was just visiting my friend Shelby in Wisconsin. She lives in the cutest little town in Wisconsin. And her husband grew up like in a small town in Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And they lived for a while in Tacoma. That's where I met Shelby. And I was like talking to him when I was staying in their house. And he was like, even Tacoma was like way too big for me, like big city.
Wow.
Like, he was like, I needed to come back out here. Like, I need it to be like, there are 2,000 people in this town, you know? And because she was talking about like coming and visiting me in New York. And he was like, I think it, like, going to New York would like kill me. And I was like, it probably would. Like, if Tacoma, Washington felt like a really big city to you, like, like New York is not for you at all. And I've been thinking that, like, I've been away in like all of these other places that are like much smaller than New York. And like to get back here and to be like, but I almost feel, I'm like, oh, this feels like regular to me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel almost more grounded being like, oh, okay, here we are.
Yeah.
I'm back again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder if I love New York. I love my life. If I would be like happier in a 2,000 person town.
I know. Well, I was thinking that when I was in Wisconsin. I was like, this is a awesome life.
I loved going to a small college.
Yeah.
Like when we were deciding like what school am I going to go to, I was like, I don't want to go to a big school. I don't want to feel like swimming around in a sea of people.
Yes,
like I want to feel like a pillar of the community. I want to feel like I know everybody. Yeah.
You know?
And
which is funny because I still kind of feel that way in New York in a way. Yeah. We just like made up a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And also our pond is like the specific pond that we found is small. But to really, like, I loved feeling like such a big part of the community in college, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a small
town
is
made me so happy.
So awesome. Yeah. I was also just thinking about this of being like, I feel like I love living in New York so much. And at the same time, I was like, I don't even really do that much stuff here.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a lot of people who live in New York, like, do so
like,
much stuff.
I love New York because there's always a concert going on every night. I'm like,
I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm in my house. Like, concert. I'm tired. Yeah.
Anyways. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I like this part of the poem too. Not every experiment has to yield the right results. I feel this way about, I mean, it was just the 4th of July. Of course, the country turned 250 years old. And I just want to say the Roman Empire lasted about 500 years. I'll just leave that here. But this idea of like the American experiment too.
Yeah.
And just being like, just because you're experimenting with something does not mean that it is going to work. Like that's the nature of an experiment is that it might completely fail. And
that's not, I feel like, how we're programmed to think about things.
Yeah.
If something is invented, we're like, it's an invention. And we just think it's automatically going to like make the world a better place and be amazing. And then when you start to question that, like, oh, I don't think all of these inventions have made the world a better place. It's like confusing.
Yeah.
Because you're always just taught like advancement.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Up and up and up and up.
But it's actually okay that you experiment and the results don't yield.
Yeah.
Except when they're dangerous, which they are.
Yeah, they are. It's dangerous.
It's complicated.
But then I also like, sometimes we learn more from our mistakes. And this is interesting. And sometimes we don't leave the parade before it's too late. What do you think about that?
Sometimes we don't leave the parade. Sometimes we learn from our mistakes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes we should have left the parade before everyone
was leaving, and now we're stuck in the big crowd, and now we can't get anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like gridlock.
Or before like something really bad happened at the parade, or the parade completely turned into mayhem. Like sometimes you get out early enough to revise and fix, and sometimes you stay in too long and things just get worse and worse, and then it's harder and harder to get out.
Yeah. Like the country right now.
Like the country right now.
Yeah. And then this hopeful ending of like the stars are still there beyond the streetlights, which I think about all the time in New York. I remember the first year I lived in New York. It was like right after the like harshest of the COVID restrictions had been lifted. And I was at my first like concert here that I had been to. And it was pretty small and it was like on a rooftop and everyone's like in a mask. And I'm watching the music and then I just kind of like absentmindedly like looked up and just started weeping because I was like, oh my God, I cannot see any stars. Any stars.
Well, the brighter the city, the less stars you have to look up to.
That was like a really shocking realization. Like I had been here less than a year. And I must have looked at the sky before then and just kind of like passively had this feeling. But it was like, it really like hit me of being like, oh, like I am far from my like original environment, basically. And my body is feeling that.
Yeah.
But I always think about in New York, like this kind of like comforting thing of like, even when you can't see the stars, like they're still always there.
Yeah.
And like, you'll see them later.
You'll see them later. They are there.
They're there.
But it is kind of, I mean, it's a perfect metaphor talking about what he's talking about. It's like, but in the bigger the city, the more of human-made creations that there are, the harder it is to see the stars.
Yeah.
So.
And the more you might, although, I mean, New York, I will say, is like fabulous for third places.
Yes.
Third spaces.
There's a lot of things New York does really right.
And it does not have parking lots.
No.
No. So this is not about New York, basically, but we're just thinking
Sprouts.
about stuff.
Also, I love that he used Sprouts because that's like we know about Sprouts from
about
Colorado.
Sprouts. Yeah.
But I don't think everyone knows.
No.
So
yeah.
Sorry if you don't know about Sprouts.
Grocery stores are so
like isolating
local.
when someone says a grocery store and you're like, what? And they're like, you don't know about
You don't know about
Dimbies?
Publix?
You're like, no, I don't know about Dimbies.
Yeah. Yeah.
King Soopers. People go, King
Soopers. It's a crazy name.
I know. But to us, it's so normal.
But then sometimes you're like, you talk to someone from like a different region and you're like, Safeway? And they're like, Safeway.
And you're like, thank fuck.
Safeway
it is comforting.
It seems to be like safe across the board.
Yeah.
Most people know what that is.
There is a Safeway by my old house that my mama called it not so Safeway because
it was not so safe.
Sort of not so safe.
Yeah.
To hang out there.
My first job was at a Safeway.
I know.
It was hard.
I know.
Hardest work I've ever done, honestly. All love to people who work at grocery stores. It's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, should I read this again?
Yes.
Okay. This is Oracle by Joshua Turek. Anyone who says America doesn't have any third spaces has never picnicked in the parking lot of a Sprouts. This cement is a field and the cars are bumblebees competing for parking spots to pollinate. You are only looking for something else. That's why this appears wrong. The absent sense of the natural world being replicated by new Frankenstein ecosystems, but everything is natural, including the monsters humans have made. Chain stores are the new hills of layered sediment atop buffalo bones. This is Earth too, a manufactured combination of soils. Nature mixed up an experiment. Not every experiment has to yield the right results. Like this picnic, sometimes we learn from our mistakes, and sometimes we don't leave the parade before it's too late. Night descends on us, and the stars are still bright enough above the streetlight city to find our way.
I just noted that he was like, you learn from your mistakes. Like this picnic. He's like, this picnic will actually... It was an experiment.
Yeah. Like this picnic. You do the picnic and you're like, that was a mistake.
So remember when we had that random picnic in the Sprouts parking lot?
I can imagine the picnic, I think, would actually be quite peaceful if it's okay, it's sunset. Nobody's really going to the Sprouts anymore. The cars are kind of parked. The cars aren't coming and going. It's kind of quiet. You've got the blanket set out. It's a nice summer night. You've got all of your delicious stuff you got at Sprouts, which has awesome stuff. And it's like maybe like there's some cicadas going on.
Yeah,
like
totally.
I like it, you know. But if
It's a
there's
summer
cars
night.
coming and going,
No.
no.
Or, you know, maybe you have a truck and you're in the truck bed having a picnic. I love trucks. They're so cool. I'm so sad trucks are like Republican coded. Like they shouldn't be.
No. Trucks are so, especially like an old
love
truck.
trucks. They're just beautiful. I
see an old truck that's like cool.
Yeah.
It's like baby blue maybe.
Two things that I really like that are Republican coded are trucks and boats. I love looking at those things.
A boat is good.
I just think they just evoke they just make me feel.
They make me feel. A truck does evoke feeling.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Poem time?
No. Joke time.
Joke time? Right, yeah, okay. Sorry, okay. Woo, keep it going.
Okay, keep it going. I have to pee too, so I'm just like, whoo.
Right. Yeah, okay. Okay, double down.
Here is my joke, okay?
Say it.
This is my idea.
Okay.
I have told this to multiple people, hasn't landed once.
Okay, guys, buckle in.
Okay.
We have to make her feel good.
So, you know Groundhog Day movies? Some person wakes up, they have the same day over and over again. And usually the plot of those movies is they have some sort of love interest or something, a friend, a comrade, someone that they have to over and over again explain, I'm having a Groundhog's Day situation. And then within like the course of one day, they try to like figure out a way to like break the Groundhog's Day spell. Fuck, they fell asleep again. They wake up. Now they have to explain it to them all over again. And they only have this one day. Right? We know about this. So I guess like my idea is like a sketch or something where you're having a Groundhog's Day situation, but it's only like 44 seconds long. Like you're living the same 44 seconds over and over again. And you're like across from your friend or your partner or something in like a restaurant. And you only have these like 44 seconds to explain they're having a Groundhog's Day situation. It's only 44 seconds. You need to listen to me. And like blah, blah, blah. It's like, see, look, she's going to put down mac and cheese bites that we didn't order. Okay, we didn't order the mac and cheese bites. And
Boom,
I just
it's
think,
over.
Yeah, it's over. And I just think it could be funny.
Yeah.
To have such a tight boundary to try to explain everything that you need to explain and like like having to think outside the box of like how you're gonna get this information across like super rapidly.
Yeah. I feel like the interesting thing about this sketch would be like, okay, I feel like the way that people get out of the Groundhog Day situation is, of course, they have to change.
Right.
They have to have a change of heart.
Right.
Where they realize, actually, it was I who was the asshole and I've been living my life all wrong. And
Similar to Freaky Friday movies.
Yeah, like I have an opportunity in living this day over and over again to actually like do things differently and approach people from a different perspective. But it's funny to try to think about. It's like within 44 seconds, like there's only time to explain the Groundhog Day. So like there's no space for character arc. It's just kind of like, I'm having a Groundhog Day situation and we're at a restaurant. Like, and they're going to do the mac and cheese bites and like blah, 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 blah. And like now it's over again. So like now I don't even have space. Or maybe at a certain point, this is interesting. You say, I actually can't explain. I have to let go because the thing isn't like the other person. The other person can't save you. You have to change.
You have to change.
So explaining it to them, like if you only have 44 seconds, it's like they can't do anything. Just like every 44 seconds, like they're just being inundated again and again and again with the same information. And you're just having to say it again and again and again. But like how many times do you think it would take to like for that to happen before you thought,
you know what?
Let me stop trying to explain. I have to let go and let God.
And maybe there's also like, so maybe it starts with them trying to explain frantically. And then there's a section where they're just like letting out, maybe they have all these like repressed emotions and feelings about the person across from them. Yeah. So there's all these parts where they're like, you know what? Like, I've actually been really pissed at you. And blah, blah. And the person's like, oh my God, you know?
And then it starts back over. And then it's like, okay, now that I've gotten that off my chest. And then it's like tears.
Yes.
Like, I actually
They're
think
moving through their entire emotional landscape.
44 seconds at a time, like, you know how sometimes you have like a big cry?
Yes.
You're like, it's so built up in your body and you just like release it. You're like sobbing.
Yeah.
Probably lasts for about a minute.
Yeah.
You know, like it actually doesn't, like before your body starts to like calm back down and like be in a different state. It releases. Like, I actually think that you could do character arcs 44 seconds at a time. Well,
that one person could definitely. Because they could move through all of their issues with the person in front of them. Oh, like in these different sequences that you see over and over again. The other person has no real, they're just like a blank, like they have some lines or something, you know, but it's like you're really seeing the other person.
Can I make a suggestion that I feel like we need like 2 minutes?
Yeah, it could be longer.
Yeah.
But that's just harder for like if it was filmed in real time.
Yeah.
2 minutes is just kind of like potentially.
Let's give it 90 seconds.
Yeah, 90 seconds.
You know,
yeah,
like,
minute and a half.
I mean, that's how long people's attention spans are now.
Yeah.
Because of TikTok.
Right.
So 60 to 90 seconds.
Yeah.
I feel like gives us a little bit more time to like, then in each take, it's kind of like you're getting more context too. It's kind of like through the anger, it's kind of like you find out about what this person did.
Yeah.
And through the sadness and the grieving and the acceptance, you go through the 5 stages of grief.
Yes.
This could be a good short film.
It would be. Like, yeah. As we're talking about it more, I'm like, this is a short film.
It's a short film because the whole thing maybe ends up being 10 or 15 minutes long because you're going through each
in real time
stage in real time.
90 seconds, 90 seconds, 90
and
seconds.
then, and then you're ultimately freed from the situation.
Yep.
Great.
So actually, that landed way better with you than anybody else.
I figured.
Yeah.
Because I'm yes-anding
You're yes-anding me.
Yeah.
I think people were like, I don't get it, basically. And I'm like, you're not getting it.
You're not getting it. You have to keep adding to the idea.
Yeah. I'm like,
you don't get
you see, I have a star. I'm like, hello.
That is what we do. We come in here totally
with
half-baked, and then we just kind of like riff.
That's nice. Come in with a start. Oh, I've been wondering like the way to phrase. We're always like a funny joke or idea or observation or half. It's like a start.
It's the start of something that might be funny. No promises.
No promises.
I think that ended up being more like interesting potentially than funny.
Yeah.
But it is like I can think about
it definitely has some really funny moments.
It has a funny moment, of course. Yes. Yeah. I think
I just think it's so funny to think about someone like frantically trying to explain this.
Yeah, and the person is like
and then it's like and they're like
perfect.
Anyways.
Great. Okay. Poem time. Okay, now we are going to write on-the-spot poems in about 5 minutes based off of one or many of the topics that we talked about. Mm-hmm. So let's go over the topics. What we
talked about how everything is natural, how we are of the earth, and so has everything been made. We talked about third spaces.
Yeah.
We talked about
parking lots, trucks, boats, Republicans, New York, different environments cities, that the body can be in,
rural cities,
stars, and Groundhog Day. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Bye.
If you want to write a poem as well, you can send it to us at pokingaroundpod@gmail.com. If you are a subscriber, which is $7 a month, we guarantee responses to your poems that you send. You also get access to a Discord channel and an extra bonus episode every month that you can collaborate in on Zoom. And we have merch also. Just gonna say all that crapola for you guys. And go write your poems.
Bye. Hey.
Hello.
Yay. Okay.
Okay. Do you want to go first or second?
I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like we switched off. Okay, cool.
I'll go.
Whatever.
Okay. This poem I wrote is called I'm in Love, So Leave Me to the Groundhogs. I'll live this day again and again as long as we can go to Sprouts together. February 2nd and we're waiting for spring, but let's wake up and run all our errands. I used to hate these aisles and the bright lights, used to resent the parking lot, all that concrete. This must have once been an open field and now it's just a feeling, and the bags always were heavy. Remember those years I was allegedly in love and the days passed and the cart was full and I carried all that plastic, up all those steps alone. That was then. Now I'm asking if time might stop just for a moment so we could stay this way, you and I in the cereal aisle searching for your favorite granola.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're in love.
When you're in love, you're like, yeah, leave
Groundhog's
me
Day.
on the day. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even care, even if we're just like
live this day over and over.
going to the grocery store. Like, cool.
This mundane task.
Like whenever there's a Groundhog's Day situation, it's always like the person is tortured.
Right.
And unhappy.
Right.
And like when you're in that state, living the same day over and over again is like horror.
They're an unhappy person.
But like if you're just kind of like in the simplicity of like, I'm pretty happy and I'm in love, and you're just kind of like, yeah, like let's do the day again.
Yeah.
Like, cool.
Yeah. So sweet.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a very sweet love poem.
Just a little love poem.
And I like the framing and the environment of just going to the grocery store.
Yeah.
That's what love is. It's like, I'd love to go to the grocery store every day with you.
Yeah.
And then the juxtaposition of like a past lover that's like, we never went to the grocery store together. Like I was always going alone.
Yeah. I'm always there alone, like shopping for two people, and the bags are so fucking heavy and like nobody is helping me. I remember my high school sweetheart Patrick, when we did like long distance for a year because I'm a year older than them. So like when I went off to college, they were still living in Colorado, and we like had this like right before I left, like we were doing all of this stuff, and they kept being like, we were just like crying, like, this is the last time we'll do this, the last time we'll do this. And we were in a grocery store together, and we were both just like crying. We were like, are we ever going to be in a grocery store together again? Like, so sweet. But like when you're in love, like going to the grocery store is amazing.
It's amazing. It's so fun.
It's so fun. You're like, oh my God, now we're fun in the grocery store.
Yeah,
like,
now I got my buddy with me in the grocery store.
Buddy.
And we get to pick out all the stuff that we want to have together.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
So sweet.
Okay, I'll read it again. I'm in love, so leave me to the groundhogs. I'll live this day again and again as long as we can go to Sprouts together. February 2nd, and we're waiting for spring, but let's wake up and run all our errands. I used to hate these aisles and the bright lights, used to resent the parking lot, all that concrete. This must have once been an open field, and now it's just a feeling, and the bags always were heavy. Remember those years I was allegedly in love, and the days passed and passed, and the cart was full, and I carried all that plastic up all those steps alone. That was then. Now I'm asking if time might stop just for a moment, so we could stay this way, you and I, in the cereal aisle, searching for your favorite granola.
Yay.
Yay.
Sweet poem.
Okay. Hannah's turn.
My turn. Okay, my poem's called At First I Was a Meal for the City. At first I was a meal for the city. She gnawed me between her cement teeth, chewed me like a mother bird, and spit me back into the pigeon's mouth. So then I was goop, all I'd ever been mushed into some goulash and spread thick over 125th Street. I had to decide then to be here, to melt into the cracks in concrete and sew myself into the earth there, grow like the daisies shaped like miracles. I am friend now to her, or at least I am distant acquaintance. I forced myself through her clenched fist and decided I love it here, for where else is there? Still, I wonder if the soft creature of my ancestors sewn into my bones was wailing all those years back. To evolve, to fold into all these right angles, a city of stars from the moon's view.
Ooh, I love that ending.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love this New York poem.
Yeah, my New York poem about, I really just, this place didn't really sit with me well at first.
Mm-hmm.
And I really had to work to feel like I was happy here. And sometimes I do wonder, like, I forced myself through a clenched fist. Like, I had to work really hard to, like, do this. maybe it was my ancestors wailing. Like, this is not where we want to be. Like, this is not, there's something like wrong here, you know?
Yeah.
I do wonder that sometimes because as much as I love the city, it is hard.
Yeah.
And there are parts when I go elsewhere, often there's this like relief and peace inside me of like, you know? And I think a lot of people feel that. And I think it's like normal and natural to like feel like you want both things.
Yeah.
But this is just a poem kind of exploring
the thing about
that.
New York is you have to leave and then you have to come back.
And you have to do that like a bunch all the time.
Like space from it in order to appreciate what it is. Because if you're only ever in like the like go like 100% of the time, like it wears you down. Yeah. Or you just need to have like I feel like living in Brooklyn. When sometimes you have a slow month, you know?
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm kind of just like vibing.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's like really regular living here.
Yeah.
Like it's a lot like anywhere else, kind of.
Yeah.
But that's not how it is a lot of the time.
Yeah. It's not how it is a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to read it again.
Yeah, read it again.
At first, I was a meal for this city. She gnawed me between her cement teeth, chewed me like a mother bird and spit me back into the pigeon's mouth. So then I was goop, all I'd ever been, mushed into some goulash and spread thick over 125th Street. I had to decide then to be here, to melt into the cracks in concrete and sew myself into the earth there, grow like the daisies shaped like miracles. I am friend now to her, or at least I am distant acquaintance. I forced myself through her clenched fist, and I decided I love it here, for where else is there? Still, I wonder if the soft creature of my ancestor sewn into my bones were wailing all those years back, to evolve, to fold into all these right angles, a city of stars from the moon's view.
I love, like, I decided to love it here because where else is there?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's such a common vantage point or refrain that you hear from New Yorkers. It's so, like, New Yorker nowhere. Yeah. Which, like, I so often feel that way. But then also, when I go other I'm like, I could live in a small town in Wisconsin. Right. And, like, I would be happy there. Like, I feel like I could be happy kind of, like, anywhere.
Right. And it's also like annoying to be like that because people are like, so like the rest of like the country is like a valid, beautiful place to live just because you're not like, oh, you have to be the center of attention so badly, you know?
Yeah. I also love the goulash spread across 125th Street.
It is like the city chewed me up. She spit me out. And I was like, I have to regrow.
Yeah.
I have to like.
I've never gotten chewed up like that by New York.
Yeah.
I had a very different experience. I was just kind of like, cool, I like it.
Yeah. It was very, very tough for me.
Yeah.
To really strong arm my way through it.
But my first year here too, it was the pandemic. So I had like a very
you had a slow start.
Slow like introduction, which I actually think was perfect for me.
I couldn't have had a quicker start.
Yeah.
Like hit the ground running, absolutely zero preparation.
Yes.
Like
If the roles were reversed, I of course also would have had a very hard time like coming to New York, immediately living in Harlem, like you're 22 years old and you're working at like an insane bar, like the worst
for the first time
hours.
In your life in the service industry. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so it's over now.
It's over now. Goodbye. We'll see you next week.